Come on. Energy.
More energy.
Cheers.
More energy.
More action.
More action.
Cheers, babies. Yeah, I'm gonna look for thumbnails. So yeah. Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Toyin Ajala, as you all know, and today I've got my wonderful friend with me. She's gonna introduce herself. I want you guys to, she should introduce herself. Whatever, guys. If this is the first time you're seeing my face, welcome to my channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, guys, you know how we roll here. Big ups to you guys. Thank you for supporting me, for supporting the dream. I'm just going to allow my amazing friend here to tell you guys her name. Introduce yourself, baby girl.
Hi to Toyin's YouTube channel. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm nervous as well. My name's Laura and I'm one of her good friends, and I'm here to talk about
Albania. As you guys already know from the title of this video, we're just coming to come and share like our experience traveling to Albania and what we think you guys should definitely look out for before you book that flight,
before you
make that decision to go to Albania. So we have a list actually of some things that we think is important for you guys to know, so that we're not just like rambling. But if you haven't already at this point, please like this video and subscribe to this channel so that you can see more videos like this, or even more exciting video. Okay, so now let's get right into this video. So guys, the first thing on my list of things you have to think of before you book that flight to Albania, actually I'm going to start with the first thing you see online, and that's just everybody saying, oh my god, it is so cheap to go to Albania, it is so cheap, just book that flight for 25 pounds on Ryanair and that's all you need. I just want to debunk that myth that no guys, it is not cheap.
It's expensive.
Yeah, so it is not. What was your experience regarding like the cost of going to Albania?
I think, like you said, you think that the flight is cheap, but then when you click on that flight, it'll show you other costs that you have to pay for, and the next thing, the flight is ×2 the price. So definitely it is not cheaper. Yeah,
exactly, because sometimes it's like one way is probably going to be maybe like 35 pounds, but obviously you're not just going to go one way. You need to get like the return already. That makes it 35 plus 35, that's about 70, and sometimes it even be a bit higher.
There's a cost for picking the seats as well, if you're going to pick your seats.
Yes, exactly. If you're going with somebody you wanted to sit like together, you need to pay extra for that. Then there's like insurance.
There's other things that you have to pay for. So at the end of the day, you look at your price and it's like, this is not cheap.
Exactly.
This is not the 25 pounds people are talking about.
Another thing that we had to pay for was extra bag, because you're only allowed to carry like a backpack. So if you had like a little bit more luggage, you need to pay for that extra luggage as well. I think for two of us at the end of the day, because we actually went on 2 different Albanian trips, by the way. You went on what?
On a group trip.
Yeah. And when was that?
That was in April.
April.
Yeah.
I went with my husband in July, actually, for his birthday. So we went to Albania. So we went on 2 different trips, actually. We're not in Albania right now, guys. Surprise. We're in Southampton, but we just wanted to quickly make that video for you guys. But as I was saying, so we had to pay for like extra luggage. I think ours cost us about 280 something pounds at the end of the day for just the flight. It was really expensive, including insurance. So it's not as cheap as you think it is.
People say it is.
How much was yours? Well, can you remember?
I think it was like 84 per person, which is not bad, but it's not what people say it is.
Including insurance and everything.
The bad thing is we didn't pay for extra baggage, and I do not recommend that small bag. You think you can fit all your things in?
True.
Never do it. It was a struggle. Pay for that baggage.
Yeah, do definitely pay for that. So I think that's just like the cost of like the flight itself. And guys, we need to talk about hotel.
We need to talk about,
because you're not just gonna fly there and stay at the airport. You need to pay for like hotel. You need to pay for like car. Our hotel was really expensive because we stayed at like a luxury resort. It's a 4-star resort, and it was about almost 200 euros per night.
I can't remember ours because it was a group, remember?
It was a group one.
So it was like a whole...
So how much would you say
I think it was like 400 pounds in total for the whole
for
group.
everybody. How many were you guys?
We were 5.
Oh, okay.
So I think to some extent, traveling as a group makes everything cheaper. Yeah.
Yeah, I went as a group group of two. But I think, how much would you say you should have, like, talking about cost, like what would you say is like a reasonable budget to go to Albania, including like the flight, the hotel, the activities, food, everything that you would do? How much would you say per person?
I would say about 350.
Really?
Yeah, is that too much?
No, it's too little.
Really?
Yeah, I think you're not really, well, maybe because you know why, you've forgotten that you're going to take like a cab to the airport, train to the airport itself. Like the journey starts from like inside your house.
Yeah, it does.
Even the taxi to like the train station, then train to just maybe London Stansted or whatever. Like I think you need about
so
500 pounds.
500?
Yeah. 500
is a good budget, I guess.
Yeah, I would say 500 pounds is a good budget. So maybe it's still relatively cheap, but not 25 pounds.
Would you also say 500 pounds for a couple, or you'd say 500 pounds
per
even
person.
as a group?
Yeah, per person.
Okay, fair enough.
I think it's 500 pounds per person, because although we stayed in like a more expensive hotel, then we moved to a cheaper hotel on the last day, which I didn't like at all. I'll get into that. But we spent about 1,000 pounds in total for our Albania trip.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And people are like, what, Albania is like 200 pounds?
Yeah, it's not, guys. You're gonna, that money would, like, when you spend it, you won't spend it all at once, so it will look like, oh, it's just tiny bits and bits. But once you keep racking it up, it sums up together, then it becomes like a whole lot. What would you say is the second thing that you should consider when you're going to Albania?
Money. Changing money.
Okay, currency.
Don't change your money in the UK, number one, because you're gonna lose so much money. Number two, don't change your money to lek. They use lek in Albania. I'd say change it to euros, because they prefer, like when you're doing activities, when you're paying for stuff, they prefer. And I would also say try and pay for your hotel while you're in the UK. Use your card to do that, so all you're paying for is food.
Really?
Yeah, pay for your hotel.
People may not know this, but you actually have the opportunity of paying for your hotel when you get there, because that's what we did. Obviously we did a deposit, right? We paid a deposit, but we didn't pay for the hotel till we got there. But I paid with my pounds card. So it's not really good.
It's not.
So definitely change your money to like she said, to euros, she said, because what we did was we were going around with pounds. Then we went to then when we did the boat cruise, we went to like this island, and they didn't take pounds.
They took euros.
Only euros or like, and we didn't have that, and we're just with pounds, guys. We're kind of ugly. Although I think we figured out a way around it. But that's just like a solid advice that I would say, right?
And I think it's confusing when they try to do the exchange rate for you. Like when they try to say euro to lek, it's so confusing. So you'd rather just have euro, and they want euros. So you might as well just have it.
Speaking about that, do you think things are like cheap in Albania? Would you say things are cheap?
Especially eating out, I think it was cheap. But also, I guess when you're on vacation as well, you're just like,
Exactly. So people said it was cheap. I didn't really experience that. I don't think it was cheap. I think it's just like eating out anyway. And I think it depends on where you go. Because we went to this really nice restaurant in Tirana, and the food wasn't that cheap. I think we spent about 70 pounds in conversion. Because we had like, I guess pasta,
that's another thing. As a group, you don't really see these things. You're just like, oh, okay, I'm contributing 30, so it makes sense.
Also, you guys contributed money for food as well.
Because remember, there was that issue of cash at some point. So we tried to just help each other, because some people hadn't changed their money, so I didn't really feel that. And the food they were very generous with their food. The restaurant that we went to,
large portions.
They had large portions, and they gave us like complimentary food. It was so good. They made the whole experience was amazing. I remember our first night, we just walked down to that restaurant that we then went to, and we just asked them, because we wanted to look for a place to go for dinner, and guess what, they gave us 2 desserts just to try out for free. So I think people in Albania are friendly.
Definitely. I would say that they are friendly a bit. They are friendly, like in the resorts, in the hotels, right? We'll get there, but they are friendly. I think another thing for me is, we'll talk about food. I think food is still on the list of what we talk about. Okay. So let's look at the list. Guys, so the next thing for us is the people. What was that like for you?
I posted a video about Albania on my TikTok, and I remember someone putting in the comments that they're racist and stuff like that, which we did not experience. And they also said that maybe it's dangerous in Albania, which we did not experience at all. I think there's just a little bit of non-exposure for them. So they see us, they see, you know, people of our ethnic group, and they're just shocked.
They see black people, basically.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, why so black?
And they stare. But I guess because we're a group, we decided to have fun with it. We were acting like celebrities. We were waving at them, you know, having a good time. But there's a lot of staring. They are going to stare.
My sister went to Albania as well, and she had a video in the Tirana Square where she was dancing, and they were like videoing her, like they wanted to like dance with her and touch her. Guys, I didn't have that experience. For me, I don't think they were racist. No, I never assumed that people are racist. I don't know what that is. I don't care. But they were staring a lot. But at the resort, there were people from different parts of the world, so it wasn't too bad at the resort, because we had like people from Europe, people that even didn't speak the language as well, because there's actually a language barrier we'll still talk about. So it's like we didn't experience that at the resort, but on the last day we wanted to go into Tirana, right? And we stayed in like a very like low budget hotel, really cheap hotel. It was about 30 euro for the night. Yeah, very cheap. So the idea was, wanted to enjoy like the nightlife, like the, you know, just be around the people. It's like when you travel somewhere, it's not enough to just experience like the luxury of it and not see what happens. It was a bad idea.
Really?
I hated it so much, because people were staring at us. We went, like, they just kept looking and looking, and like they look at you, then they tap the person beside them to look at you, and they are pointing.
They want to take videos.
They were taking videos, they were taking pictures of us, and it was just me and my husband. It was just so overwhelming. And at a point, Timmy was like, oh, he thinks like 2 guys are following us. I think that was when, that was the point I was like, I'm done.
Let's go home. Yeah.
Because he said that, then I just saw him look. It was like, oh, let's cross to the, like, he thinks they've crossed to the other side of the road. They're still falling. I'm like, I'm not trying to die.
Not trying to die in another country.
It's been safe. It's been good. I've not felt any way apart from the staring. But like now, but I don't think they were actually following us. Maybe they were intrigued by us and they were bored and they were having fun with that. It was still a bit too much for me. So I did not enjoy the staring at all. Get me out of here. Get me out. I wanted to be out quickly. But at the resort, I didn't experience anything like that. They still stared at me just because I was creating content. I was, you know, people are not used to, black people were so confident sometimes, like, we don't care. So especially Nigerians, I would say, we don't care, or Africans, whatever. Like, we don't care as much. So they were just looking at me, oh my god, this girl, like, you don't even have a flat tummy and you're showing off yourself in a bikini. We're like, I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care. I'm gonna rock my fupa. Do you get? So that was just it for me. It wasn't anything weird at the resort. It just got annoying in Tirana Center itself in the evening. Maybe I need to give those details because your experience may be different.
Yeah. Definitely.
So what's the next thing we have?
I think we talked about group, because it talks about
group. Oh yeah, so group. She went as a group of 5 people, and that had, so you said that had like perks.
It had a lot of pros. I think it made it, you know, easier, especially when it comes to paying for stuff, feeling safe, you know, as a group you feel okay, you feel secure. True. I think also it just made the planning a little bit easier, although, you know, it is difficult working with different people and trying to put everything together and making sure everyone is happy. So I'd say if you do travel as a group, there's that one person, which was me, who's gonna plan everything. And honestly, depends with your group. Some people just went with the flow, whatever I picked they were happy to do, but sometimes you have people who make it a little bit difficult for you. So I guess also, if as long as you know who you're traveling with, good vibes.
So that's all right. I think for me, we went as a group of 2. It wasn't really it didn't feel like a group because we're together. It was all right. Vacation. It was okay. It was just like vacation for us. And that's that for that. There's really nothing much for me to say regarding that. What's the next thing on
transport?
our list?
I think that goes to transport as well.
Oh yeah. So but the good thing was we rented a car. We don't even drive in the UK yet, but one of the good things about going to Albania is that if you drive like in anywhere in the world and you have a driver's license, you will be allowed to drive. So go with your driver's license, guys, and just rent a car at the airport. That was what we did. And it was about, I think, 30 euros per day. So it was a good deal. And we were traveling out of Tirana because the airport is in Tirana. We wanted to go to Durres, we wanted to go to Sarandé, we wanted to go to Vlore. So the best thing was for us to get that car, and it was a really good thing because we stopped by the roadside to like buy corn. I'll try to insert a video, which was so good.
Cute.
Guys, one thing I would like to say is that Albania gives like Niger vibes as well. it's not really like they are broad like that,
Yeah.
like the trenches,
Yeah.
like some part
It
of
has
it.
trenches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
Zim
everywhere
vibes
has
too.
trenches, to be fair. Does UK not have trenches?
Not like they do they do have trenches, but like the trenches is still posh. Do you get me? Like the trenches is still giving Albania trenches this trench. Like they are hanging clothes like this on like the all these big buildings of people, plenty of people living there. Like it's also like it's a low income country. I don't know why
it's a small little it's
a developing country.
Yeah, they're
That's what it's
developing,
called.
but it's not. It has its cute parts, definitely.
I didn't see it, guys. I didn't see the cute parts. It wasn't cute for me. The resort was nice. The hotel I stayed in was beautiful.
Definitely.
Apart from that,
the beaches, the resorts,
Yeah, so
the
what-
hotels, quite pretty. Yeah.
I think the thing is when you're on vacation and you've paid a lot of money to go on vacation, everything just amazes you. Even the
Yeah.
things that you have in your backyard at home, you're like, oh, see this sculpture. It's just a man holding something like. And just to say, I've never really been like a travel enthusiast. I'm trying to get into it. But she loves to travel, so she probably understands travel better than I do. But for me, I'm just like, what's there?
What's going on?
What's
Yeah.
there? So yeah, we rented a car and they took taxis.
We took a taxi, and I
Yeah.
think it was good. To be fair, we didn't have because when we wanted to rent the car, no one had their license because they drive on the left side, is it? Yeah. So I can't drive on the left side. I drive on the right. So I couldn't. Yeah, we drive.
So you
on
guys
the
have
left
like the
side.
British one.
Yeah,
in
we have the
Zimbabwe as
British.
well.
Yeah, that's why when we're here, we can just anyway. I digress. But yeah, it was good because we didn't have the stress of we have a car. What if something happens? But it was difficult because we were a group of 5. So, at times taxi drivers would be like, oh,
Thank you,
no, we
guys.
can't take all of you. But yeah, overall, sharing the taxi bill, we didn't feel it because it wasn't as expensive since we're sharing it as 5 people.
Guys,
So,
go as 4.
Yeah.
Take one person out. You
Go
need
as
4 people.
or 8.
Yeah, so you can get 2 cars.
cabs.
But having a car was good for us because we left our things in the car.
Yeah.
We packed our car. So it was quite okay.
Oh,
and it was
yeah.
like then we saw a lot of places as well because we're just driving around. Like the first day we took like a 2-hour drive around Duress.
Yeah.
Duress is beautiful. Like apart from like the beach side. Oh, actually, we actually found beautiful places. Now I remembered, guys. Okay, opinions are fickle. Whatever I said some minutes ago,
Scratch it.
you scratch it. Okay, let it go. Let it go.
Yeah.
What's the next thing?
Activities. Oh, outfits. Sorry.
Our outfits.
Outfits.
Yeah, I think all we just want to say is your outfit's probably going to cost more than the
The
trip.
trip.
So plan your outfit as soon as you know you're going to Albania. Even if you're going to Albania next year, start planning what you want to wear. And girls, please look good. You need to look good. I feel
need
like
to look
the
good.
outfit is definitely a part of the trip for
It
us.
is the trip.
It is the trip. If we're being honest, it's the OOTDs that we're excited for.
Exactly. It's
I
the
don't really-
dinners,
it's the
the
dinners,
brunch.
it's
You
the
gotta
brunch.
look cute for them.
Yeah.
And also because you're getting good weather.
Yeah.
You wanna look good. You wanna be wearing your dresses, stuff that you don't really get to wear here in the UK.
Yeah, and this
So-
thing about going on vacation as well, that you just want to live like this picturesque Emily in Paris life.
Exactly.
But like it's Laura in Albania, Ruth in Albania. You get what I mean? Like you just want to
That
be
still works.
in that, you want to be that
you wanna
person.
feel good.
Exactly. So definitely, get your outfit. And she went with braids. I went with my wigs. The wigs were alright, but I took them out because it was really hot. So the weather was really, really was different. But it was good. We're used to it anyway.
Exactly.
It was good. It was good to
Yeah.
just not care about layering or anything.
I think having braids made it easier for me because all I knew is that I just have to style my hair.
But
do
were
my
you able
makeup,
to
style
swim
my
with
hair.
that though?
I didn't. I just made sure that I didn't put my head in the water.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was just like,
I don't like getting braids on vacation because like I want to swim and I don't want to have to swim with my braids and ruin them.
yeah,
That's like my thought process.
yeah.
But my
I get
sister
that.
actually like did like her frontal and everything, but she still put it in the pool and she has to take it
Yeah,
out.
she just did it again.
Guys,
Yeah, fair enough.
you do have a lot
Activities.
of activities to do.
Research.
Good. What would
Yeah.
you say about that? For
I'd
me,
say-
the only activity that I did that I liked was the
boat
boat cruise. So you go ahead. Any other thing you guys do, I don't know. I did the boat cruise. As you already know, I'm that girl that just wants to be in a beautiful hotel by the beach, just relaxing. I don't really care so much for activities.
That's
so
true.
You tell them the
I think that's the vibe I wanted as well. I just wanted to be by the beach, just chilling, relaxing on vacation. But I mean, with the other girls, they also wanted to do activities. It wouldn't have been fun to just stay indoors all the time. So we did a few activities. Like you said, the best activity was boat cruise. That was really fun. And then we did some golfing, we did cable cars. So there's this place in Tirana where you can go do a couple of things. I know they also have parasailing.
We did it. We did the cable car.
Oh, Honduras.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. There's a place in Tirana though where everything's there. You can do golfing, everything. And it was a really nice place. I really enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. There was a restaurant as well. I know they do jet skiing as well, but because we went just as summer was beginning, they weren't open yet. So they have they have parasailing as well, which is good. They've got quite a number of activities. And if you're people who like hiking, people who like, sightseeing.
I'll go on vacation to go and hike.
Yeah, there are people who like that. I know people in my group who wanted to do that, but I was like, But yeah, there's a lot of things to do. But like we said, research. Oh,
the cable car you're talking about is the one that goes up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what I was talking about. There's this car one that you do.
Oh, no. That's like
bumper cars.
Yeah, bumper cars.
Yeah, that was I was rating it 2/10. By the way, the bumper cars was just so basic to me. I'm like, so what's this?
Yeah.
Do we not have this in the UK? Honestly, there's nothing in Albania that you don't have in the UK. Actually, that's wrong. Scratch that. There's no activity that you don't have in the UK. But what you don't have is you don't have the beach. You don't have the resorts. You don't have like the vibe, and you don't have the weather.
Yeah.
So, and it's also like experiencing like a different culture or whatnot. What else do we have on our list?
The weather was
We're
good.
already talking about that. Yeah, it was good. It was warm.
Good. And even though we went just as summer was beginning, the weather was very good.
Very good. By the way, if you see us looking down, we're just looking at the phone for like what we wrote, so that we're not just rambling.
Location. I think we have location and food. Those are our last 2 points.
Oh, okay. I think I also wanted to talk about like the duration. So duration is, I would say, don't stay too long in Albania. There's nothing you're doing. That's what I would say. Like, just do what you need to do and get out. I don't know why I even said that. I just feel like there's really nothing much to do. Maybe the problem was because I left the resort too early. Maybe I should have just stayed on that resort, right? And just enjoy and just maybe move from hotel to hotel, from like a 4-star to a 5-star. Like, I just want to be pampered. Like, I feel just going to that Tirana and trying to like see things there. I'm just like, to me, my husband went into like one of the churches. He was like, oh, this church has been here for so years. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, he's a traveler.
Yeah, I'm not. I will travel.
So he would need more time. He would need more. I think I disagree. I think you need a bit more time in Albania, because imagine if you had more time to go to Sarande. Sarande is like the Maldives of Albania. It's just I said Maldives of Albania.
I see what you mean. They have like a beautiful.
They've got a really beautiful beach side there and a beautiful resort and everything. So I've seen people who do TikToks who've stayed in Albania for about 7 days, because they travel the whole of Albania. They don't just stay in one city, in one place, and they do different type of activities.
I went to Dress. I went to Vlore. Don't use more than 3 days. Get back to your house. That's what I would say, but how many days did you use?
Was it 4?
4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I wish we stayed a bit longer.
I think next thing is the food. You wish you stayed longer.
Yeah. And I think Albania is a place, if I had traveled all the places I want to go to, I would go back.
I won't. Because, and the reason why I will go back if I don't have money to go somewhere else, and I still have these visa issues that is not allowing me to go to places I genuinely want to go. Yeah. I will go back based on those 2 things. But if I had other options, I wouldn't go.
Yeah, definitely if I have other options. But if I'm done with all my options, I would go back.
Because another thing was, the beach wasn't really sandy in Vlore. They were stony, like they were like still like the pebbles, right? The ones we have in the UK. But they were so blue.
It was so beautiful.
Oh, it was really beautiful. You guys, you can see that I'm neither here nor there about this thing. Like, I loved it.
It's a love-hate relationship.
You get it.
100%.
I love it, and I ate some things about it as well.
Yeah.
So the food, let's talk about the food and just run it up as the food.
The food was food. It wasn't bad. It was mid. But it was fairly priced, I think.
I think for me, when I was going to Albania, because you had gone to Albania, my sister had gone to Albania before I went. You guys were like, oh, the food is so nice, it's so great, it's this, it's that. I was like, oh my god, I'm about to have the best time of my life.
No.
I will eat and eat and eat. The first thing I need to realize is that it's not Nigerian food.
Exactly.
I did not realize that.
It's still European.
It's still Oyibo food. So like, oh,
why didn't you carry your pepe?
It's not matter of pepe, but it's just like it wasn't just as good as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Then our hotel was all inclusive as well, which saved us money, but the food was even worse. The drinks, the cocktails and everything was mid. And I think that's something that I saw that on TikTok. That is something that happens when you do like all inclusive.
Yeah,
you can't expect like really nice cocktails in the hotel.
Yeah.
Or like when you go pay for one.
Exactly.
So the food was a bit salty. Like the meat. They have a lot of meat though, but it was salty.
They do, but it was salty. Yeah. They eat, like you said, the food is not different. It's still like UK food, sort of, but it's
not
a bit
UK.
better.
Don't please.
It's better.
Don't say not UK food. It was like UK. What is not what we have in the UK.
Yeah.
Like actual UK food.
Yeah.
It's not English breakfast.
Yeah.
And shepherd's pie.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even have meat. So let's not talk about that. Like it's like. I get what you mean.
Yeah,
you guys get what
she
means.
European food.
It's not going to give you like that kick
African,
that you want.
Nice.
Myself, I will go to these restaurants. It's really nice. I think I'll look for the name and try to put it on the screen.
Yeah.
And it was a nice restaurant, but yeah. And the alcohol in Albania, you don't take alcohol, right?
I don't.
Guys, I didn't used to take alcohol. I don't still take alcohol, but these days, you never know. You never know. You never know.
So what was
Jesus
the alcohol
take
like?
the wheel. Jesus take the wheel. The alcohol, I don't know, but they said, because I was taking cocktails, I can't drink like beer or whatever, but people that love to drink said like the alcohol was really good.
Really good.
Like I think Timmy liked like the alcohol. They are like their own unique like wine, not wine, like beer and like the drinks there.
Yeah.
They said it was really nice. Honestly, I don't think we don't have evidence talking about the alcohol. That was
no.
maybe we'll take that part out. But yeah, that's it, guys. If you're looking to go to Albania in 2025 or before the end of this year,
what would you say?
Yeah, go do it. Like if you're thinking of doing it, is what I'm saying. What would you say? Oh, you're saying what would I say?
Yeah, what's your overall about Albania?
I would say do it if you have limited visa to travel to different places and you just want to go somewhere.
I agree.
Yeah. So it's just like if you want to go somewhere and your visa would not allow you to go to Greece or Italy or Spain or Mexico.
Oh, because the other thing is you don't even get a stamp on your passport, by the way.
Yeah. I don't really care much for that, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But they won't
I know there's
stamp
some
it.
people who care about that.
Yeah.
You won't get a stamp on your passport.
Yeah, you won't stamp. But it's quite easy because I don't know if we said it at the beginning. We should have said it at the beginning. Guys,
It's
Albania
visa-free.
is visa free. It's visa free. All you need is a UK BRP, and that will allow you. And that's why we're able to go. And in case you're hearing us talk about how if we had other options, nobody forced us to go. Our visa
forced us to go.
I think the other option people go to is Montenegro. I would still love to go just to experience it myself.
Yeah,
so as much as we have this, like the only reason why we have this opinion is because we've experienced it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about experience.
Experience.
So we never want to say, guys, don't experience it. Definitely go experience it for yourself. But just take note of all these things that we've said. And we hope you have a good travel.
Yay.
Thank you for listening to us today. We hope you had fun. We'll see you on our next video together.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Once again, it's your girl Tonya Ajala. Thank you for liking this video, subscribing, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.